Hello. Right, we're live,
Mm,
guys. Right, that should be it. So we don't have anyone watching, but who cares? So, um, does everyone have survival ready?
Yeah, I've got it on DVD and VHS.
Right. Okay. So, are we going to do the play all, or are we just going to do episodes individually?
Do it. Do it play all.
All right. Okay. So, I guess just do like a 3, 2, 1. So,
Yeah.
right. Okay. So, 3, 2, 1, go. Right. Started. I've only actually seen Silver from the top.
Hmm. Hmm.
But I think he's quite an underrated doctor, to be honest.
yeah, I agree.
Yeah, I do think the intro's a little bit questionable, though.
No, I quite like it.
Well, I'm just a bit with his face is just a bit looks a bit like a painting, to be honest. Kind of weird.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've never seen this. Did you guys like this the first time you watched it?
Pardon?
Did you guys like this the first time you watched it?
Yeah, it was decent.
I like it. I think it's
I mean,
probably
there's a lot of negative reviews on it, but I'll go in open-minded. Lovely. I always wonder why no one says to the doctor, "What the hell are you wearing?" I mean, like his clothing is just bizarre. I don't think it's ever questioned. Like, like I've never seen it questioned by anyone. I guess he just doesn't care. And we have three people watching. We've got Azam.
So when are you doing your next Ruthless Collection update? Is that going to be tomorrow or Tuesday?
Well, I'm gonna post it once this is finished. Actually, no, I've not filmed it yet, so that'll need to be done tomorrow. So I can't be bothered doing it tonight. I actually just got DVDs anyway. Well, the match has been pretty sleepy. What's your guys' favourite Seventh Doctor story?
Remembrance of the Daleks.
Well,
I haven't seen that many, really.
I might
I would
actually.
say my
might-
favourite is it's Remembrance of the Daleks.
Well, you know, I quite like Remembrance, but I'd probably say this is a bit of a weird choice, but I'd probably say Battlefield.
I'd agree with that as well. Like, that's a good story.
I quite like Battlefield. I think it's underrated. The only bad part about it is the guy with the horns is like really underused.
Hmm.
The
And also the
Destroyer.
makeup was brilliant.
Yeah, it's a good story. It's my first McCoy I watched. So, you know. So, guys in the chat, favorite McCoy story? How did he even get into it? So, I've not actually seen the episode where Ace is introduced. Was she from Earth, or was she like from somewhere else? Does anyone know?
I think she was on Earth, but she was like went to a ice planet,
All right. So does this
like
guy?
in Dragonfire.
Yeah. Does this guy know? Does this guy know her? This guy in the army treasures.
I don't know.
I've not seen all of McCoy's view in a long time.
No. Speak for yourself, mate.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Why is Azan posting Ben's in the chat?
I don't know, he's a bit weird when it comes to this. He'll post just random things and there's confusion.
Why the hell does he want Catholics?
I don't know.
Anyone know? They just seem selfish.
I don't have to outrun the line.
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
He doesn't have to outrun the line. I'm his friend.
No, I can't hear you, so I just don't.
Never mind.
Oh. Oh. Sharaz, how many box set slash tins are you missing now? Is it about 6 of the VHS ones?
How many VHS do I need?
Yeah, of the box set ones that you're collecting, how many are you missing?
Well, I'm missing Trial of the Time Lord, E-Space Trilogy, the Time Lord set, the 30th anniversary Dalek tin, Masters tin, and there's one other one. Let me see. Well, yeah, the first Doctor box set.
I have 2 of them.
Yeah, Shmurl through the smoke.
First Doctor box set.
Yeah, I do have I have 2 of the first Doctor box set, but one of them contains the Gunfighters box, but it has the Pyramids of Mars tape.
All right.
Good.
What, like with the case or just like a random tape?
Yeah.
But did that come in your bundle, getting 2 lots of the same thing?
Yeah, I got 2 of them, so it's one of them's complete, one of them wasn't, so it was fine.
Yeah. Can't argue with that for £1. Was it free postage as well?
No, it was £5 postage.
Still not bad, £6. I don't think anything's happened so far.
So, Sharaz, because I don't really know, who's your favourite Doctor? Is it McCoy, Tom Baker?
Well, I'm going to be honest. I don't actually have like a favourite or a least favourite because I kind of like all of the Doctors, but I think my least favourite is Colin Baker. I mean, I know a lot of people recently are saying, "Oh, he's actually really underrated," but I don't really think he's that great. But I like all of them, to be honest.
Colin Baker, in my opinion, he's good. You need to listen to the Big Finish. Big Finish, really.
Yeah, I've heard that, especially from the host productions. You know, he's always bigging him up. But I don't have any Big Finish, and I'd rather watch the TV episodes than listen to Big Finish. To be honest, I've listened to some, but they just take up a lot of time.
Yeah.
What about you?
Colin's era, I think it's underrated, and a lot of people wouldn't agree with this, but I don't have a problem with Wind Element.
Well, I still like Colin Baker. I just think he's the weakest. But you know, I've always liked Peter Davison, because that was the first story I watched, Modern Undead.
Yeah.
Actually, I think the first story I watched might have been The Five Doctors, but I don't own The Five Doctors. So, yeah.
So, what
First story I watched was it was either Pyramids of Mars or The Two Doctors. They were on a
Two
marathon
Doctors.
for watch and everything.
I've actually seen The Two Doctors, and I hated it.
Oh,
I
It was
actually
just
liked
quite.
it.
I don't know. There was just something about it. It was just quite boring, and it was
I
so
found-
long. And
I found that like Colin and Patrick, like they like play off each other really well.
yeah. Well, I mean, the acting's always good in Doctor Who. I just think that it was quite a sort of drag. It was, 3 45-minute episodes. It's quite a long time.
Yeah.
What's that work out to? What, like nearly? I think it's 2.5 hours, isn't it?
yeah. That's,
It's quite a long time. I mean, I guess some of the new Who's 3 parts, but we don't like New Who on this channel. But I genuinely don't think I would prefer any New Who story to any classic story. Like, even the bad classic ones. I'd rather watch that than a New Who episode. Would you agree? Or nah?
So let me guess, Sharaz, have you not seen Planet of the Daleks yet?
I have.
Oh,
No, I've not. I don't have it, so yeah.
well, I've got VHS, but then you don't have a VHS player, so.
I have quite a few VHS stories, but I don't have that I don't have on DVD. But I don't have a VHS player.
I have 2 VHS.
Do you watch your VHS players? I mean, do you watch your VHSs?
Yeah, I have like one in this room I'm in right now, and one like upstairs in my room.
All right. No, I used to have one, but I think it's just done. It just died, so just chucked it out. But I just like collecting them, so
Same.
they look nice.
Yeah,
What's
better covers there, so
Pardon?
like the DVD covers and everything. Like
Yeah. Well, except from the Arc of Infinity and Time Flight covers, they are just atrocious.
Yeah. It's common opinion.
Like somebody got a paintbrush and just did one of the mood pages with like all over the DVD cover.
Exactly.
Nah, I quite like Arc of Infinity though. It's quite an underrated story.
What's better, Reign of Terror or the Crusade in Space Museum?
okay, in a minute, GP.
I've not seen any, so you need to ask Vivian.
I mean the box set, like for the.
All right, but what's better?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I think the Reign of Terror box set looks better, but the Crusade box set you probably get better stuff like the CD and the postcards.
I think I
No, I like it how it's it's limited to 8,000. Makes it kind of seem better. It's not, but more exclusive, I guess.
I think it goes for so much though, like on eBay.
I mean, it's not 40 quid the other day on eBay.
I've seen it go as high as 70.
70.
Yeah.
Thing is, on eBay, things might be put up for that price, but it doesn't mean people are actually going to buy it.
I don't know then. Am I correct in saying it's the rarest VHS set of all time?
No, I think the Time Lord set's rarer. I don't see that up very often.
There's the end of the Universe collection as well. Which
Is that not American though?
yeah, I think it is. But
Yeah, that's like $150 on Amazon, isn't it? But it's not cheap anyway. Is this story only 3 parts?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was surprised when I saw that.
Yeah, I'm kind of surprised. I mean, I guess they didn't know it was going to be the last story, but you'd think even though it was the last story, they'd though even you know how it's the last story of the season, you'd think they want to put the better story last of that season.
Yeah.
So like Curse of Fenric, I've heard that's like one of McCoy's best.
That is.
Maybe it would be a better choice to put last.
Yeah. Well, Ghostlight was actually the last ever story of the film, so
Yeah.
schedule.
Is Ghostlight good?
It's like Great Show in the Galaxy and Silver Nemesis, like they were filmed the other way around.
Yeah.
So like it's a bit weird because Ace had more badges in Silver Nemesis, but she had less in Greatest Show. So
Yeah, I guess they just do it based on maybe how it fits together better.
Yeah.
You can probably put them in any order. It doesn't really matter.
Right.
Well, unless you jumbled up different.
Continuity errors don't bother me.
Pardon?
Continuity errors don't bother me.
No, not really.
So, Who's Small Collection? How was the Arnold years? Because I've not finished watching it yet.
It was actually really good.
Oh.
Like the commentary is like really fun, and like it's just yeah.
Is that that VHS thing that comes with the Ice Warriors box set, or is it a DVD?
But it's parts on single VHS set. Like, it's just one cassette.
All right.
The other thing that comes in the Ice Warriors box set is the Missing Years documentary.
Yeah. Is that on Lost in Time?
Yep, it is. That's free.
I actually think I might have watched that.
It's very good. Except it's a bit different because on the VHS one they have the Underwater Menace Part 3, but on the Lost in Time box set it's just a documentary itself.
Oh yeah. I didn't actually know until the other day that they didn't have animation for the Underwater Menace DVD release, and they just had stills for the recon. Seems a bit of a
recon.
Yeah, I recently watched the episodes. Like, they're not the best.
Yeah.
I watched the recon. I watched the whole DVD during the recon. Not as bad as I remember it, but the recons are a bit terrible. Hubin, did you get through Trout and Zero in a week?
Yeah.
It didn't take you that long to get through it.
No. I have no life.
So,
what's better to spend doing? Are we all in time? Are you guys all in the closing sequence at the moment?
Well, what bit are you on?
I'm at the first closing sequence.
Okay, yeah, I'm there too.
Okay, good. Just checking. That was actually quite a good story. First part so far. Just got the darts on in the background as well. I'm a darts fan, guys. Interesting thing to watch, I guess.
Does anyone know how Ace left?
No, never explained.
I think it is Is it not finished off in Big Finish or comics or something like that?
I think so.
Maybe I might have not gotten there yet.
Because I mean, I know that in this it finishes with them just walking the way to the TARDIS or something like that.
Yeah, well, they just say let's go home.
Yeah. Yeah, have you guys seen The Room?
No.
It's good. It's got an actor in it called Tommy Wiseau, who can't really act, but you can find it on YouTube. It is class. It's so good.
Okay.
There was a movie about it recently called The Disaster Artist in the cinema.
Okay.
No, let's check it out.
Let me guess. Sharaz, are you in a where you like because you have twice a class? Like, do you just watch it like when you feel like it, or did you just miss them out completely?
Missed what out?
When Series 10 was on and Twice Upon a Time.
Well, no, I was at my brother's for Christmas dinner, right? And it was like, it was on TV. Well, it wasn't on the TV right now, but it was on another channel right now. And I just thought, nah. I watched the regeneration on YouTube and I was just like,
Well, what did you think of the generation? Were you disappointed or do you not care for it?
it's a bit cheesy.
Yeah,
She was like, oh, brilliant. And then she just like goes like falling out the TARDIS. Something will probably happen, like she'll whip out the sonic sunglasses and she'll form a force field and hit the ground and go, oh, I'm safe, Stupid.
probably. We don't know what's going to happen. I mean, it's
I
not.
just have no expectation for New Who anymore. If I was the writer, what I'd do is I'd ask Paul McGann to come back, right? And then I'd say,
Yeah.
right, I'm going to have a story where we take you to a parallel universe and we give you the option to stop the time warp from happening. And then it basically just, instead of all the new, like, incarnations of the Doctor, he would just have his own different life. So it would be like a parallel universe. Because, parallel universes do exist in Doctor Who. So they could just do that and just have New Who separate and Classic Who, in a parallel universe to New Who.
Yeah.
Because I just think New Who is it's just a drama soap now. It's not even science fiction. It's like EastEnders meet some aliens occasionally. And I hate that. Hate those three people. Oh, where's Lennon gone? Oh, hello.
Oh.
Did you disconnect there?
No, I don't know what happened. Like I was just getting the stream set up on my phone, but it stopped the whole call, so that's what. So I just put it back on.
Oh, no. Anyway, what was I saying? I can't remember. I've followed this so far, but how did the Master even get to this cat place?
Don't know.
It seems kind of random how he's just bumped into these cat people.
It's weird because some people don't like this story. Just because people don't like the idea.
I think it's quite good. I mean, some cheetah people, like, possessing cats on Earth and stuff,
Yeah.
And the Master. It's quite a good idea. Maybe not the best. It's definitely not the best story, but I think it's still underrated so far. So
I
far, maybe a 7 or 8 out of 10.
I think, yeah. If a spin-off ever comes out, yeah, like a new spin-off, it should be past companions in a team stop stuff happening. Like Sarah Jane's like maybe being captured or killed off, and they have to like try and help her or whatever.
They can't exactly have Sarah Jane though, can they?
Like, like they could have something like a storyline with like her being like killed off, and like
because she's technically still alive in Doctor Who. Because there's never been any, like, that's a shame. Did you hear that Sarah died? It's like, she's still alive. She's still living on Bannerman Road. Actually, that's probably the best thing to come from New Who is Sarah Jane Adventures.
Yeah.
I thought Sarah Jane Adventures was pretty good. Wasn't soppy or anything. It was just like science fiction show, Yeah, two watching, and I presume it's me and Glennon. Anyway, I'll keep it up so people can watch it another time if they really want to. Well, everyone's hyped for school tomorrow.
Yeah, I'm back tomorrow.
Yeah, I know. Because I'm literally back for 2 weeks, and then I've got exam leave. And then I just need to study stuff. I've left a link to your channels in the description. So. So, Lennon, does your ban end in a month?
My strike, which second time I got for absolutely no reason, it's over on June 14th, so that's when I'll be back. So still got 2 months now, actually, so there you go.
Do you swear in your streams?
Yeah, but the one I got straight for, I didn't swear. I was trying to read chapter 4 of the Autumn Invasion. I set it up, then started it, and like before I started the stream, I was trying to take a thumbnail for it and it kept freezing and everything. It was being very annoying. So I started the stream, it was all going fine. Then 15 seconds in, it froze. Stopped it at 30 seconds. Removed the stream off of YouTube. Was about to start another one, and then I get an email saying I'm striked. Which
Did it even say why? Did it just say community guidelines have been broken?
Yeah, it says this stream was against our community guidelines, but there was no reason in it that was against it.
Can you still upload videos, or is it just live streams you've been banned from?
I can upload videos, but I have a time restrict. Well, on iPhone, so 15 minutes or less that you can upload videos, and then like if I do a 15-minute long video, it takes like 12 hours to upload and restarts itself.
Yeah, no, it's annoying because if you upload like a 2-minute video, it takes like 10 minutes to upload, and then something that's over like 5 minutes, it's like like you just might as well leave it on the whole night
Mm,
to upload.
nah, I'll just leave it. I prefer to do live streams.
Yeah, my videos are pretty short anyway, so it's easy to make and easy to upload because I don't edit, so no point.
Yeah.
Julian, did you actually buy Time Agents on DVD?
Pardon?
Did you actually buy Time Agents on DVD?
Yes.
Is it not on YouTube though?
It is, but like, there's like special features and stuff.
True fan. I've not even watched it. What is it? Is it just like someone pretending to be the Doctor?
No, basically, there's like a person who's lost his memory,
Right.
doesn't know who he is.
Mhm.
He's like, people think that he is the Doctor or knew the Doctor,
All right.
and like he just like battles like these aliens and stuff with a team with his friends. Basically, like Doctor Who meets Torchwood.
Right. Sounds quite good. Is it like are the effects good in the costumes?
Yeah. Well, the first season, the effects are like hilariously bad, but it's good.
Right.
And in the special, which follows the season 1,
Mhm.
they have like great effects.
Yeah. I'll probably watch it at some point. It's just there's quite a lot to watch, and I, I have so many Doctor Who DVDs that I've got recently to watch. Like, I mean, I've got Trial of Time Lord to watch. Not seen that. Is that any good? Did you say?
So, Sharaz, who do you think is the worst new series Doctor?
Jodie Whittaker. No, I'm just kidding.
Matt Smith.
Yeah. To be honest, none of them are really bad. Like, I mean, they're all good in their own way. I do personally think Tennant is slightly overrated. Like, I think Eccleston and Capaldi are far superior to him.
Yeah.
Like, I just think they're better as the Doctor. He just seems like just some mad lad. The 10th Doctor, like, I mean, would the 4th Doctor ever say, "I, Madame de Pompadour"? You know, would he ever say that? Like,
No.
I think it's just, I think he is he's a bit too human-like. David.
Yeah.
I think Christopher Eccleston's good. I actually think series one is the best new series. Too.
I think if Eccleston stayed in the season,
Sorry?
we wouldn't have this relationship with like love interest. And also, the moment that Doctor changes his face,
Mm-hmm.
is just like showing bad. It's basically like no love relationship, and when he changes his face, oh great, he looks handsome. I'm gonna go to him. Like, what does that like say about body image and stuff? Like, if you really think about it.
Yeah, I mean, you can kind of thank that to the 8th Doctor. Like, he was like quite human portrayed in the movie where he was like like kissing Grace and stuff like that. But yeah, I actually think the reason Eccleston left was because I think he's read the next series and he didn't want it to be like a love relationship with Rose. Like, so I guess and I think he also fell out with Russell T Davis or something like that.
Well, some of the cast and crew sort of Christopher felt like he didn't treat them. No, Christopher felt like that they didn't treat him right. That was the problem that I had with them as well. He revealed recently why the proper reason why I left the show, but I can't remember why it was.
Yeah, I did. I know it's because he fell out with the crew or something like that. But I think he's probably one of the best doctors for New Who. But it's probably Capaldi.
Okay.
Although, what I also have to say about New Who is none of the outfits are very iconic, are they? Like, they're
Nah.
just. Tennant's is literally just. I mean, I know you could say the first and the second Doctors are just suits, but they've just got like a bagginess about them that just makes them, like, oh, that's like instantly recognizable as them. Like,
yeah, because it's like, like, but right, Hartnell had the cravat, Burton had the flute, well, Hartnell had the moniker as well, I suppose. Petty had, the shirts and ruffles.
like,
Tom had the scarf.
yeah.
Davison's got the celery. Baker's got the cat badge.
And the
Toy's got the
multicolored jacket. Just someone's cat or dog in the background.
You had your shower yet?
Not yet.
Well, it's 9 o'clock, so I can get the dinner from school tomorrow. I'll finish shower now myself.
Well, yeah, and then after McGann, I just think it's all very bland. The costumes.
Agreed.
Well, I mean, even Capaldi's is arguably the worst one. I mean, it's literally just a jacket and
Agreed.
it's not very interesting. I don't really know why they didn't just use Paul McGann as the War Doctor. Like, I mean, they asked him to come back. They could have just asked him to be in the story instead.
Yeah, I suppose. I realised something. Sharaz, do you know that out of the season 12 figures, you're only missing the K1 robot?
What? Am I?
Yes, you are. Because you've got the Genesis set, the Suntarn Experiment set, and Revenge set. You're only missing the K1 robot, and that's it. You would.
Well, am I not missing the Fourth Doctor with the blue scarf, the blue cravat?
Not sure.
Because I don't have that. Is that from season 12?
Do you think you'll ever try and complete the K1 robot if you've got any parts of it?
I have none. I have zilch. I don't have any figures from that way, except from re-releases and B&M sets. Do you have the K1?
Yes, I've got. Yes, I've got it complete. I've got the well, back in 2016 from last year, I got the what was it? I got Colin Baker and Peter Davison figures for my birthday, but
Yeah.
they came in the boxes, but they didn't have the K1 parts of them. And then my birthday recently, I got all the remaining 6 figures I needed, and got my K1 parts as bundles. Like in total to build the K1 robot, it costed me how much? £56, I think, but that was with 2 figures as well, so it wasn't that bad.
Yeah, I guess so.
Mm.
I thought you had to like. I thought you meant like you had to buy all the parts individually, and that cost you £56.
Well, no, not really, because I got some of the figures loose, like the Tom Baker, Man of Square, Mr. Sin, and the Sea Devil. I just bought all them loose because it was cheaper, and I just got like someone was selling the body, shoulders, and 2 arms of the K1 robot as a bundle for £18, and the waist and one of the legs as well. So I just bought that.
Not bad. I'm skint, so I can't afford it at the moment. I spent like £25 at CEX yesterday.
Yeah. Oh. I've noticed something that's a bit weird. Right, okay. Right.
What?
Who Small Collection, right. Did your Reign of Terror box set come with a booklet?
Pardon?
Did your Reign of Terror box set come with a booklet?
I can barely hear you.
Hold on, I'll just get it and I'll show you.
Did your Reign of Terror box set come with a booklet?
I think so.
Right, okay.
Like that.
Yeah, because like, I've noticed this. Some box sets came with the booklets and some didn't. Like I saw someone unbox the Dark Invasion of Earth on DVD, and theirs had that booklet in it for some reason. My box set's got the booklet, and
Wait, what one did the booklet other than the Reign of Terror set?
I'm not sure, but the booklet, I don't think it originally came with it. Because if you open it and take a look at the remaining VHSs which were going to come out, it tells you that Invasion of Dinosaurs is available the 20th of October, which is a bit weird because if it's saying, like, if this came with the box set, why would it still be saying that, Invasion of the Dinosaurs was available if it already came out, by that point? So I think some of these booklets are in other VHSs and are not meant to be with this one.
I don't know, because I mean it comes with it. It comes with it all the time. Like whenever I see it on eBay, it usually comes with this.
Well, I didn't know mine came with this. In the pictures, all it's shown was a VHS and pin badge. So the guy must have just threw this in. I don't know, because I got this from America.
No, I mean I'm having a look at it, and there's no pictures of the set, so you'd probably. Oh no, there is. It says in the back here, Reign of Terror box set available 24th of November.
Exactly, that's what I mean. Like, why would this be in the set and saying available 24th November if it was already out?
Yeah, but there's no other VHS sets that are like big box sets that were released for the 40.
Yeah.
Although who knows, maybe it came with all of the releases, like Horns of Nimon, Invasion of the Dinosaur.
Yeah,
Maybe it came with Horns of Nimon, and then they just thought we'll just stick it in the other two as well.
I guess. Because I've got Invasion of the Dinosaurs as well, and that didn't have a booklet with it, so.
Maybe people just throw these things out. I mean, at the time, they don't know it's going to be a collectible item.
Don't know.
If they're not a collector, anyway.
Yeah.
I like the wee badge, though. It's quite nice.
So do I.
Still in its little bag. There's no bubble wrap on the inside.
That's weird.
I don't know if the guy was selling it just to take that on, but yeah, there you go. fucking hours to this day.
It was great though. I mean, for the final ever, VHS release, I think they've done pretty well. I think the 40th anniversary is the most underrated anniversary of all time. I think it was the best one we ever had.
How come?
I don't know. I love the 40th anniversary. I've got quite a lot of stuff. I've got a lot of merch from it. So.
Well, I was in London the other week. Just taking some time away from Androzani. And I went to the Who shop, and they had the Bessie and the Three Doctors set, and it was 50 quid.
Oh, with the free. Did it have the DVD inside it as well?
Yeah.
Oh right. Yeah.
And they had two of them, but some of the prices in that shop were ridiculous. Like the Fourth Doctor Time Capsule set was £150. Like.
That's not worth it because that was 60 when it first came out. You can still find it for about 70. So
You can get it for 30 quid right now.
Exactly. That's what I've heard, which I'm a bit annoyed about because
on Zabi.
I know I heard about. I'm a bit annoyed about that though because I spent all my Christmas money on it getting the Keeper Tracking Pyramids of Mars Priory set and the Destiny of Adults collectors.
So do you not have any money left?
No, I didn't because they cost quite a lot each. I mean, Pyramids of Mars set was 45. Destiny set was 66, and the Tracking set was £41. So
No
but
bad. No.
I wasn't that bored. I managed to get some other things after that.
Do you guys get pocket money, or do you just get Christmas money and birthday money?
I don't get really any pocket money.
I'll get money sometimes if I do like a few jobs for my grand. Like with that money recently, I got Enemy of the World Special Edition and the new version of Shadow. So
Yeah, well, I basically don't get much Christmas money, but I get like 40 quid a month. So, but I hardly get any Christmas or birthday money. So, but I'm expected to, use that to if I need to go out somewhere, I need to spend that, use that. Like, I can't just say, "Oh, can I borrow a tenner because I'm going out to the cinema?" That I need to use my money. So I guess it works out.
Is that time capsule set still available on the website?
Yeah.
Right, I'm gonna probably start saving up for it now then. As well.
Yeah, you know Zavi, right?
Never used it. No. I don't even know it was a website.
I got Spearhead from Space Steelbook for a tenner.
I heard about that. They put it back up for sales. I'll need to get those.
It's only there's only 1,000 of them, I think.
Oh jeez.
So, but it was a Zavi exclusive though. So, I guess that was them that's selling it. Is anyone actually following Survival here?
I'm still getting it.
I mean, I've kind of been following it, but to a certain extent, not really.
I've watched quite a lot of the bonus features on this. What's the documentary called? What was it? Endgame. It talks about what season 27 would have been. And then Cat Flap is a 2-part documentary about the making of this and why the show was cancelled.
Do you know the YouTube channel Zero Doctor Zero Who Zero?
Yes. I've just noticed he started commenting on your stuff recently.
He subscribed actually. But he's probably my favourite YouTuber, like Doctor YouTuber. But he posted, if you go to his most popular videos, he posted a video that was about a missing Colin Baker season. So you know how there was like a year gap between Trial of the Time Lord. No, there was a year gap somewhere. It was either between Colin Baker's first season or the Trial of the Time Lord or between McCoy's season.
The lost season 23, which was meant to be called the other Colin Baker season, but it never came to be because of the show.
Yeah, because there was the break or something, and then they just decided to make Trial of a Time Lord instead. But the story looked really good. It's kind of a shame.
Yeah. Like Nightmare Fair, Mission to Mars.
Is that the one? Is that the one that was set in Blackpool?
Yes, and then, Yellow Fever and How to Cure It. They all sound like brilliant ideas.
I think most of them have been turned into books.
Yeah, they have. They were adapted into books in 1990 by Target, and then
I've actually never read a Doctor Who book.
I've read a few.
I've not read any. Like, I mean, I've got one Target, the Horns of Naimon.
Oh, there you
go. Which was £2.75 out of the Who shop.
Oh, there you go.
So no bad. Let me think. Then I've got a couple other books that I've not read. I'm not a very big reader, to be honest. Don't read a lot.
Is it just me, or was the 50th anniversary wasted potential? Like, as in...
Yes.
It was so bad. It was awful. I went to see the...
Is like, I would have had Susan return.
Yeah.
And like, seen how that's going. And like, see what's happening with Susan and everything. And like, old companions.
Yeah. I went to see it in cinema in 3D, and I thought that made it better. I've not actually watched it since that. I've only watched it once, and I just thought it was just them like chatting away, like, "Oh, have you got this Sonic? Oh, like, oh, what's this? But my Sonic's blue. Yours is green.
Yeah,
yours is red." And it was as if like John Hurt was like the dad of them, like they were these two kids or something like that. And John Hurt hardly did anything. Like, I mean, John, don't get me wrong, no disrespect to John Hurt, he's a brilliant actor. He acted really well in it, but he didn't add anything to the story.
Yeah, no, he wasn't. I mean,
I actually thought. Do you remember in that episode, The Name of the Doctor, when he like turned around and it was like introducing John Hurt as the Doctor? I was like, I actually thought, also, does that mean he's going to be like the 12th Doctor? So, you know, what I hate about it, though, is that they announce who the next Doctor's going to be. Like, I'd rather be surprised.
Yeah.
Because, see, when I was younger, I didn't know that Matt Smith was going to be the next Doctor. So when he regenerated, I was like, oh, that guy looks interesting.
Exactly.
As everyone else knew, so. Did you guys get into Doctor Who new series?
Yes, unfortunately.
Yeah, same. The earliest memories I have was the Runaway Bride was on, and I was scared of the Santa robots.
They actually did. I thought they were a bit creepy. When I was younger, they did kind of frighten me, but I think they were ripping the Autons. I don't know why.
Yeah, and then my mum got me Series 1 on DVD.
There you go.
But
my ultimate memory is the Daleks and Cybermen battling in Doomsday.
Yeah, no, that was the first episode that I watched actually, because I had Virgin Media and they had box sets and stuff like that on their catch up, and they had Series 2 on catch up. So I watched the first episode I watched was Doomsday. I didn't watch Army of Ghosts, I just watched Doomsday, and that was just I used to watch it all the time. because I just like watching the Cybermen and Daleks fight.
How I started was like I got a DVD for Christmas. Like it was Volume 2, Season 1, and I also got Volume 4. And on Volume 2 that day, I just fell in love with Christopher Eccleston and Rose Tyler. Like those were my favorite. That was my favorite Tyler team. Like just yeah.
Yeah, I was just clicking your box there because you were kind of jumping about a bit, so that should probably fix it. No, and then I got Series 1 on DVD, and I thought it was, and I liked it. It was good. I don't. There's not really any bad episodes in Series 1, is there? I just don't think they're not amazing compared to classic.
No, they're not.
There is a unmade episode from Season 1 where they were going to have it was basically going to replace Boomtown. I found out about this like a few days ago. And basically what it was is basically like they were going to go to Pompeii, yeah? And Jack was going to find out that the Ninth Doctor has been messing with Rose's life to make her the best companion, like a perfect companion.
Okay. It sounds a little bit creepy. I guess that's probably why they didn't make it. There's actually not long. There's actually not very long of this episode left.
I know.
Have they? They've not had their famous fight yet, have they?
No, I know. Exactly.
Has the bit happened where McCoy has the umbrella and he's hanging from a cliff? Or is that a different episode?
I think that's a different episode.
Dragonfire.
What? Oh, Dragonfire.
That one.
Isn't that like one of the most random cliffhangers where he just like jumps and then down to the cliff and he just like hangs there for no reason?
Yeah, as they say in the making of documentary, they talk about there's maybe something different. Like he was gonna like try and get down there to can't remember what the reason why, but they didn't have time.
Try and get.
But they didn't have time to complete the script, so they thought, "Oh, we'll just leave it on the cliffhanger where the Doctor puts himself in peril for absolute no reason."
Yeah, typical cheapskates at Doctor Who HQ.
Exactly. I don't mind cliffhangers.
Sorry.
Oh.
I'll try and do this. I'll try and do this regularly. I'll get different people on each time. I'll try and get Dan on next time. I'll just maybe every 2 weeks or something like that.
Sharaz, how much do you pay for your Seventh Doctor and TARDIS set?
£30.
Where was that?
Forbidden Planet.
Oh.
Because there's a Forbidden Planet in the town in Glasgow, and they used to have like every set for ages. I mean, I got the regenerated Fifth Doctor for £15, brand new and everything. But now they have nothing. They have the whole row used to be Doctor Who stuff. Now it's all pop vinyls.
Yeah, I know. Are you talking about international?
Yeah, there isn't a standard one in Scotland.
Yeah. That's the only one I went to, and they don't have anything in there. What year did you get your Doctor and TARDIS?
What year did it come out?
2010.
2010. I probably got it. What age was I? Yeah, I think I must have got it like 2 years later, or maybe even like four or something. They used to have so much stock. Like I got that Suntown Experiment set years after it was made, because the box was in bits, but the set was mint condition.
I remember that I used to go to the store all the time, and I would see like the Resurrection
Oh yeah.
set.
Did
Remember
you
the set,
see all those sets and they're like so cheap then, and then now you're just like, oh, got 100 quid.
and they had as well. They used to have all the Cybermen, and it's just
That the first figure I got was the Fourth Doctor and K9, which I got from, huh?
Moyer's Gate.
Yeah. And then I got the Earthshock Cyberman, which I sadly don't have the gun for it anymore. So, which is a shame. I can't remember what I got next. I know you said your first set was the Dalek Collector set 2.
Yeah, it was my and then after that was the Age of Steel set, and it just went on from there. I've collected all my classic figures and obsolescence for years now.
Now I've got. Wait, did you say you've got all your packaging?
No, I've collected all the classic figures in less than 3 years now, and yeah, I've got every single box for them.
Very good. Yeah, I've still got all my boxes, but I definitely don't have every set. Like, I'm not even halfway.
You'll get there eventually.
Aye, when I'm 50 on my pension.
When you have nothing else to buy, you'll get there eventually.
Oh.
I mean, I just got all the got quite a lot for my Christmas this year. I just got all the cheap sets, the ones that you can find on
I'm gonna need to get them soon because they're gonna end up being dear.
Exactly. That's why I just bought them all. Like the Perry and Sandman.
I had Perry and Sil, but I was stupid. I took it back to Forbidden Planet, and I was like, "Nah, the sticker's a bit bumpy. Can I get transfer my money back?"
Oh yeah, the sticker on the tank for Sil.
Yeah. So that's the thing, though. Sometimes you'll get bad condition. It's like 25 quid.
Yeah.
So, guys, what's your favourite episode of Doctor Who?
Power of the Daleks.
This is a tough one, but I would choose like anything with the Eighth Doctor in like Big Finish, or like any Fifth Doctor story because I like Fifth Doctor.
Fifth Doctor. All right. Well, I choose. Let me look. Well, the obvious choice would be Caves of Amazon. Of course, I have I'm a big part in that. But I don't think it's my favourite story. Like, I am tempted to say Modern Undead. I love that story so much. Like, that is just. I think it's so underrated.
It's very underrated, I think.
I've not seen. I'd say I've only seen about 40 classics. So, there's probably definitely better ones to see. I'm a fan of the Candlelight Triangle. I think that's a good one. And perhaps, and I also quite like the Carnival of Monsters. That's a good one. That's it almost finished, isn't it? Because that's him like finished the battle. Oh, we've actually got some viewers.
Hmm.
Hello, guys. Yeah,
I
you
have,
explained that.
I have to say, yeah, the thing to come out of like New Who has to be Night of Victor. Like Night of Victor was like quite good.
Agreed.
Well, my favourite New Who would probably be. I think I said this the other day. The castle one.
Haven't said.
That's my favourite episode of New Who. Because I think it is just. I just think because there's no companion messing anything up, I just think it's brilliant.
Yeah.
Like, I just can't stand. I'm struggling to say I like any of the New Who companions except Nikki. Nikki's class.
I like Donna.
Yeah, I mean, I don't dislike them, but I just sometimes they just really annoy me. Like Rose, just she's like, "Oh, I love you, dog, so much," you know. So
Even when she gets a copy of the Doctor, she's like, "But it's you.
but it
At
is him.
least you're getting your memory."
Yeah, it's like a clone of him. Do you know what? Do you know? See, parallel universes in Doctor Who. Does that mean that there's like more than one Doctor?
Hmm.
That could be a good idea for an episode.
Or do the Time Lords only exist like for the whole multiverse? For like the whole multiverse? If you know what I mean. So that's it. Well, what would you rate it?
I give it an 8.
Livestream.
I'd give it a 7.
Song. Danger. Laws and justice. So that's a tea's getting cold. Come on, Ace. We've got work to do.
What?
Well, I give that an 8.
Alright, okay. So guys, if you've made it this far, well done. I think there's been like one person watching. Well done. I'm going to leave this up if anyone wants to watch it. And I guess I'll see you on the next one. I'll hopefully be posting a video tomorrow. So, yeah, well, on Monday if you're watching this later. So, thanks for watching, guys. Sharaz Jeks out. Thanks for joining me, moving with a small collection, and Doctor Who series. Also, the new series is shit. Oh, and right. Right. See you guys.
See ya.